Psyched you out. Look, people are not worried about missing the future. They're worried that the future won't need them. For years, we've talked about FOMO, right? The fear of missing out. And I think that a different fear has quietly taken its place. FOBI, FOBI, fear of becoming irrelevant. So you can hear it in the questions that people are asking. Will AI be able to do this? Will my experience still matter? Will the skills I've spent years developing suddenly become worthless? Will someone younger, faster, cheaper, and more fluent in these new tools replace me? Look, the fear is real. But when fear goes unnamed, it starts making decisions for us. See, FOBI, the fear of becoming irrelevant, makes experienced people hide what they don't know. It makes teams hoard knowledge. It makes employees defend old tasks simply because those tasks once provided value. And that's the trap. See, your identity is attached only to a task. And if it is, then a new tool seems like a threat. However, if your identity is attached to the impact you create, then these new tools, they become leverage. The question is not, can technology do part of my job? Because the answer is absolutely yes, it can. The better question, right? The better question we should be asking is, what human outcome was my work supposed to create in the first place? Maybe you don't just process reports. Maybe you help leaders make better decisions. Maybe you don't answer resident complaints. Maybe you restore trust during stressful moments. Maybe you don't approve loans. Maybe you help a family move toward a more stable future. Maybe you don't just organize an annual conference. Maybe you create a memorable experience where entire professions can come together to decide what they want to become next. You see, tasks change, tools change, job descriptions change, but human needs remain remarkably persistent. People still need clarity. They need courage. They need judgment, connection, trust. They need imagination, and they need care. Your relevance lies in your ability to meet those needs. So what do we do with FOBI? Well, first we have to name it, right? You're allowed to admit that change is unsettling because it is. Pretending not to be afraid does not make you brave. It only makes the fear harder to examine. Second, separate your task from your contribution. Write down one thing that you do every single week and then finish the sentence. Just try it out, right? Finish this sentence after you write down that one thing. This matters because it helps someone blank. See how the rest of that sentence goes and tell me that you're not making an impact on other people. Third, become curious, not defensive. Ask what the new tool can remove, what it can improve, and what it can never care about on your behalf. Now, fourth, make your value visible. Don't merely just report activity. Tell the story of the person, the decision, the customer, the member, the client, the resident, the colleague who is better off because of the work that you accomplished, right? Titles may become outdated, right? A tool may absorb part of your workflow. A process may disappear entirely, but your capacity to create meaningful human impact is never obsolete. The future does not belong to the people who cling hardest to today's tasks, okay? It belongs to the people who understand why their work matters and are willing to find a new way to deliver that impact. Because FOBI asks, will I matter? But purpose answers, yes. Now let's decide